All right, welcome to day 4, Sunday, and final thoughts. So I'm actually going to be heading back home in a little bit here, but I want to make sure I got this out for you guys. Make sure that you stay tuned. There is a giveaway that's going to be happening. Also want to give a quick shout out to Pro Edge for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much to all for them for all the support. And yeah, make sure that you guys are checking the link down in the description down below for that, along with the online coaching options. So whether that be you want to do it monthly or you just want to test it out, you know, be able to send some footage, it's going to be something that I'm able to help you with the little things that are going to help you to grow as a player, things that I didn't have when I was coming up in paintball. So that's the whole idea of this, is it's a service that, you know, other ones it's like, oh, here's a bunch of videos. I'm going to be more hands-on and make sure that you guys are going to be the best player that you can be. So the good things, the weather was fantastic. I think that sometimes Florida, you know, it is November, so it's still near the end of hurricane season, but still hurricane season. So it can sometimes be kind of iffy, but I think it's a really good venue. One, I like it because it's only like an hour drive from me, but the options for people to fly into Orlando or Tampa, it's going to be about the same. Well, actually Orlando is going to be closer, but Tampa isn't too far. It'd only be like an hour and a half-ish drive. So you have options of being able to fly into that. The reffing I felt was pretty good. There were some, like I got a minor for something that I mean, I saw the ball come in and I'm looking and there wasn't any paint, and then I went to go run somewhere else and my foot got caught on the bungee and I fell and got shot, and then I got a minor. So I'm not really sure what it was for, but roughing is tough. So I think the fact that we had, for the most part, I feel like good reffing is definitely an improvement. I think this is something that the league knows can be a problem, and I like the fact that they were able to, at least on our field, maybe sound off in the comments down below, but at least in our field was something that was good. Another good was the competition. It was good being able to play against like Preferred Mob and Dynamic, and you know, some good just good competition. I'm glad that Finlay Force picked me up for this event. And appreciate them for letting me jump on. That was definitely another good thing. World Cup, you usually have a lot of teams that you can jump on with, so if you just want to go and play that one event, there's a lot of options. So you do have that, so I appreciate Finlay for picking me up for that. Another good thing was the, well, for us, the hotels were very, very close. I think that's another really good thing with this area, is that there's a lot of Airbnbs and hotels just because of Disney and Universal and just other theme parks that are around here. So there's a lot of options for people to be able to go to. We only stayed like 2 miles away from the event, and it wasn't breaking the bank, so that was definitely a nice thing. I wish that the hotel had the breakfast included, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. It's kind of like, do you want to drive further? Or do you want to, you know, but you have those options, which I think is really good for this particular area. Definitely another good thing. I liked the location of the paint trucks. You know, it wasn't too far. It was actually catered more to the divisional players, which I think is definitely a good thing. The pro guys are going to have a pit crew so that they can have paint brought over. So it's not like the end of the world if it's a little bit further for them. Ultimately, the league needs to be catering to the divisional players, and you know, even if I was playing pro this event, I would have said the same thing. So that was definitely good. All right, let's get into the bad. So bad, the conditions weren't great for the field. I saw injuries. I know that kind of stuff is going to happen, but the league really needs to come in and make sure that they are like leveling out or making sure that the field is level like a month before. We didn't even play on the Lone Wolf field for Premier, and when I was walking it, because we were waiting for our field to finish their practice, and it was like the Rocky Mountains. Like the shots were very different. If it was a little bit of a slope or whatever, okay, it's not terrible, but when you have these huge differences, it's just not going to be good, one, for running, because you know, you have to look downfield or whatever, and you're just going to end up hurting yourself. I know a couple guys on damage already had injuries, and I think Keith Brown got hurt, like he hurt his knee. So it's just, it's not helpful when the league is not looking for those conditions. So I know Kirill on Red Legion is a big proponent for turf. I think if you find the right turf, you can definitely do it. Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't a lot of bad. I'm trying to think through like what would be the bad or the ugly of the event, and I really can't think of a whole lot. So congrats to the NXL for putting on a really good event. Looking at the schedule for next year, and I'm going to try to put that up on the screen here for those that haven't seen it. Personally, I like it that it's in Florida twice. That's just me. But I don't know. I don't know what the thinking was to not go further west. I don't know if it's just too costly or what. I've heard that the Vegas stuff didn't work out because the community kind of complained about, you know, paint being there and all that. But I didn't like that event anyway, just because it's expensive, and it's going to be more expensive because of the timing. It's March Madness, it's spring break around that time. People go to Vegas for that. So it's just like, why are we doing this around this time in a place that's known for gambling and partying and all of that? So the prices are going to go up because it's the supply and demand. But yeah, I mean, it's starting off in Tampa. I think that'll be good. It's actually kind of cool that it's back at Raymond James Stadium. So for the old NPPL players, like 7-man players, that was a location that I think Infamous, that might have been the first event for Infamous, was NPPL Tampa, or maybe the first one that they won. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check that, but we'll see how everything works out. I don't know where they're going to be putting the event. It's definitely not going to be in the stadium. I know that 100%. But if it's going to be in like a grass area, I think there's like a grass parking area, or if they're going to put turf down, they really need to make sure that they're getting the right turf, because it can be real slippery. X-ball, you're shooting a lot of paint. Not that you did it in 7-man, but it was just a less amount of points that you were playing, so it wasn't going to be too much of an issue. So they definitely need to make sure of that. Going to Texas and Cincinnati, you know, Texas is good, and Cincinnati I think will be interesting. I'm not sure how the flights are going to be going out there. Something that is not a huge plus is going to Atlantic City again. I know it can be pricey to go into there, pricey to stay there, so I don't know if the NXL is getting a kickback and that's why they're wanting to go there, but yeah, that's that. So anyways, let's get to the giveaway. So there really wasn't a lot of negative stuff to say, so yeah, let's just jump right into that. So we're gonna have two different things. So HK was nice enough to give us their reg multi-tool. So you guys saw the video on that. This just came out. This is nice and hefty. This is not gonna bend or anything. It's like, it's got some heft to it. So it's definitely a cool idea. They kind of took another idea from someone else and just kind of made their own spin on it. So it's definitely a good thing to have, especially if you're traveling to like on a plane, because you need to have your reg off. So that's the first thing. And second thing, Finlay was nice enough to provide a Finlay Force hat. So I think this is actually, yeah, the July hat of the month is what it says. So I know people collect these, so thank you so much to Finlay for providing this, and to HK for providing the multi-tool, or tank multi-tool, that's what I meant. So the way that you're going to enter is, first and foremost, make sure that you like and subscribe, and in the comments down below, what was your favorite and least favorite thing, whether it be the World Cup event or for the 2025 release schedule? Put that down in the comments down below. Once you do that, you need to go and email me at greg@howtoplaypaintball.com. Just put, you know, giveaway in the title. This is only going to be for domestic. If you are international and you still want to enter, just know that you're going to have to help pay for shipping. So that's just something to consider. But yeah, thanks again to ProEdge for sponsoring this video. Guys, make sure that you check out the online coaching, get on the jump start for the 2025 season. Make sure that you guys are ready to come in swinging. And I will see you guys in the next one. And thanks for watching. As always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.